This is like my dream come true here. 25. It's so perfect. Oh my gosh. I've always said every neighborhood needs a good bakery. Stopped into East Pole Coffee Company. They're right down the block from the bakery to get myself some drip coffee. Super chill. It's a great place to like co-work. It's a really cool vibe. They even let dogs in there, so if you're letting dogs into your coffee shop, like, I'm here for it. Oh, they also have really good seasonal drinks too. I had one of their winter sage butter lattes, really good. But I'm doing drip coffee because I know what I'm about to have is gonna be super buttery and rich. They really top this coffee up high, and I'm wearing a white shirt, of course, so I gotta drink a little bit of this before I head in there. They're primarily a wholesale bake shop, so they have their pastries all around town, and they really just focus on the bread and the pastries. When they sell out, they sell out. They only do retail a couple days a week, but you gotta get there early. Okay, that should be pretty good. All right, let's go. If you could only smell how incredible it smells in here. I love this little star print that they've done with the flour here. These are their sourdough pain au levain. I want to try that brioche tart. Let's do the carrot galette and...
Brioche too. I'm like, you already named that one. It's great. Yeah.
Oh, this is hard.
You did say carrot galette.
Yeah, so I want to try a savory one. All right, let's go in for the cinnamon roll.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. Let's do a bread too.
Okay, cool. Sorry, OG sourdough.
Are you a regular?
Oh yeah.
What's your go-to pastry?
Well, right now I got chocolate chip cookies, 3 of them. They last me like one of those chocolate chip cookies lasts me a whole day. Then I come back a little later, break off another quarter, eat that. We also got the orange cardamom bun.
These are good.
It's got good flavors, natural stuff in there.
We opened here in August, right after I found out I was pregnant. Very fun. But you know, I've been baking for like 14 years. I worked in restaurants for a long time and had a kind of a pop-up home deliveries, bread subscriptions, that kind of thing. It was really fun. Then though, I was kind of like, you live once and let's try this thing. I had a lot of demand that I couldn't keep up with. And so I was like, let's build out a space. Funding kind of worked out a little bit. This space became available and I love this space. I like have always loved this building, and so it's kind of just like, let's just do it. It all just fell into place a little bit with a lot of hard work.
I think you've done a great job with setting up your tables.
Well, I designed it so that we have our retail, our wholesale, and then we also, we're going to get back into our cooking classes and baking classes. So we host people in the evening. So we've done dinners in here and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, we love our bread. We normally source from Lindley Mills, great flour purveyor, good chocolate, we use good butter. It's sourced from Love is Love Farm, Hickory Hills. So all of our fruit and veg is local. And I think with the classes, that's also really important to kind of teach people why it's good bread a little more expensive. People that show up with their Tupperware containers, I'm like obsessed with, because I'm just like, yes. They're like, sorry, is this weird? I'm like, no, it's not.
It's a great
weird.
idea.
Like, yeah. Oh, we have like, I'd say a good 10% of our customers show up with Tupperware. The writer I love, she's a French writer. I have her books up on the shelf, and that's why we have that typewriter that was my grandfather's. She was pretty avant-garde in the late 1800s. She had to write under a male pen name, and I just always kind of identified with that. And I think in the cooking industry, a lot of women have to like kind of claw their way and like pretend to fit in a little bit. And she went out off on her own and like became a journalist and an actress, and like just was just like, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do
On her own
figure it out, and it might not work. Are you done chatting?
Yeah, sounds getting to her.
Oh,
Thank you, Sarah. It was really cool chatting with Sarah. It just kind of reminds me of when I had a cake shop and going through all the hardships and rewards of being a business owner. It's easy to take places like this for granted. You see all these beautiful pastries and breads, and baking is fun, but running a business is hard. I always feel very fortunate to have these places around me, but I don't take them for granted at all. Definitely wanted to try this raspberry brioche. This is a carrot galette. It looks like it's got cream cheese, but definitely those fresh carrots, That's what's in season right now. And I got this decadent cinnamon bun. This is crazy. Look at this. Insane. Oh, oh, look at that, how it just unfolds. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The denseness of that dough is like peanut butter in your mouth. Super fluffy cream cheese frosting. Perfect amount of cinnamon too, not overpowering. Super, super rich. I can taste all the butter in there. Fermented, yeast-raised cinnamon roll dough. I love it when the bottom of the cinnamon roll is wet. All the juices of the sugar have ran down to the bottom while it's sitting in the pan. Oh. I love the switch up of the sweet cinnamony bun and then that cream cheese that's actually quite tangy and sharp and complements it really well. Carrots are in season right now, and I just love the use of seasonal ingredients. Salty, nutty. That butter has browned in there. Oh, I'm getting the carrots right now. Sometimes I have a hesitation about carrots because I think they're going to be way too overpowering, but these carrots are expressing a really nice sweetness to them that's blending in so well with the butteriness of the pastry and that cheese bottom, which I think it's like a cream cheese. I'm not entirely sure. You can see some of the salt crystals on top of the galette as well. So you're getting a little bite, a crunch of Maldon sea salt. Let's try the raspberry brioche. Oh, look how soft and doughy that bread is. It's like an open-faced donut almost. The raspberries are sweet, they're soft and delicate, just as delicate as the texture of the brioche bread. And I'm just getting a touch of sweetness with that little bit of powdered sugar on there. That is so soft and doughy. Oh, look at that. Oh man. Of the pièce de résistance, the sourdough bread. Come on, you guys. I don't even want to break into it. It's so perfect. That beautiful caramelization, the dust of that flour sitting on there. It's just perfect. They put a little sun ray as they're kind of stamped. Look at the bubbling there that you have where the bread just splits open. I'm gonna rip it right open down the center and we're gonna take a look at this. Oh, it's so stretchy, so elastic. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Inside of the Colette Bakery sourdough. I mean, how do you not just come here every week? As soon as you finish one loaf, you come back for another one. This is like my dream come true here. Oh, that nutty, sour, earthy flavor. These breads had come out of the oven when we got here. So this loaf is about 40 minutes old. Butter. That's the only thing I'd put on here. A beautiful bottom of the bread that's cooked in a cast iron skillet. They're baked in a cast iron skillet in the oven. Listen to that. That is just the mark of a perfect loaf of bread. They have one of their special pastries out today that they didn't have yesterday. It's called the Bostock. That it's brioche bread with a frangipane custard. Frangipane is a almond flour paste with fresh sliced strawberries baked on top. The outside is got a nice crust, but not too firm, just enough to give some bite. And then the doughy, chewy brioche cradling that custard with a almond flour. Just there's hardly any in there. It's just very delicate. The fresh tangy jam of the strawberry, and then the fresh strawberries on top. It's almost like a smoothie sandwich. It's so good. Look how doughy that is. Beautiful, beautiful soft brioche. Their focaccia. Check this out. Look how beautiful that is. You guys, look at this brick of focaccia. That beautiful golden brown crust with flakes of salt and herbs. Oh, the aeration inside the bubbly dough. Oh, it's salty. It's got a sourness to it. And I think that's coming from the natural yeast, but it's just enough crunch to give it texture, but it's not disturbing the entire experience. And then that saltiness of the Maldon flake salt is just so perfect. And then you're getting all the herb aroma all the way throughout. This is so good. I went back to Colette's today to get their Sunday sausage jam biscuit. Unfortunately for me, they're sold out. They sold out in the first 30 minutes of when they released them, which is like 10 a.m. That sucks for me, but I did still get a pain suisse. I really love how they do a lot of French viennoiserie. That's like the majority of their pastries. So here is the pain suisse. It's a brioche style dough with some pastry cream and chocolate chips in it, and then it looks like they put a glaze on top. I love going there. Every time I've been there 3 times this week to film this video, and every time I go, they have something new in the case, as well as their usual staples. So that's something I really love about it. Makes me feel like I'm in France every time I go in there. So let's give this a quick try. Look how many chocolate chips that has in there. Packed with delicious dark chocolate chips. And that glaze is similar to a donut glaze. It's just the perfect topping on there. As a matter of fact, when I've had them in France, they never had the glaze on top. That does. It's so good. Delicious. You guys, I'm telling you, bakeries like this, they just bring so much flavor to a neighborhood. You have incredible pastries. They're always rotating based on the day of the week, based on the season. They're fresh. You know the ingredients. You know your baker. It's just such a great, warm feeling. I want to send a special thank you to Sarah and her team at Colette's Bread and Bake Shop. You guys welcomed me with open arms this week, and I can't thank you enough. And trying all your pastries and breads, it really does show how much hard work you guys put into everything you make, and it really shows. I'm sorry I didn't get there in time to try the sausage biscuits this week, but I will be back, and I will be back on time. If you guys have been, let me know in the comments. I want to know what you like to get when you go. If you haven't, I put all the information in the description so you guys can check it out. I'm gonna finish up my pain suisse here. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my Sunday. I hope you guys enjoy your day as well. Bye.